You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints.
For Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taysom Hill to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Taysom Hill on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
16 yards. First down, Saints.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Breeze now to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got back and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs. Up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
you pump, switch.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And 4.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Taken down at the 50-yard
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Play fake. Hill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch 36 to Mike. All day, pump.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Watch the run. Push him back. Kill. Hey, watch it.
Now Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Wentz. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Breeze.
Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
the fullback.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Ready? Come on, 9.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Kamara.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, Charles, let's step aside different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. Only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
95-56, 95-56.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Left side here to Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Saints 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This will make it into the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, deep ball for Goodwin. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So that'll back them up 5. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Harris to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
New Orleans.
Ready, 5-9. Go. He's crossing. He's checking.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down, Saints.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch. Manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter now with Sanders. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And it's third.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Eagles' 3-yard line.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Flushed out right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Michael Thomas.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
They'll turn to Kamara.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Eagles nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East front runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Has 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season. That's complete to Hightower.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Wentz going to throw.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Eagles nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Saints 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch 36.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working from the gun, Wentz. caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch 36. 36. Get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Mike 36. Mike 36. So don't say nothing.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A give. This is Kamara. Nikel Roby-Coleman, a name that will ring in the ears of Saints fans forever, in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
On the carry.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle made by
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Jalen Mills.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line is executed well today, and try and get him over 100 yards.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's second down. Wentz now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Finding room at the 30. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Is a turnover on down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Bree's going to throw here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
It's just me. Get set.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 36.
Throwing is Wentz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
The ball carrier.
We got a plane to catch.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.